Of course, Peter Obi is my younger brother. And I'll use this unique opportunity to encourage you in what you are doing. Nigeria, for us to move forward, we need unity.
Welcome back to the channel. As a political analyst, I want Nigeria to pay attention to something very important happening in the political space right now. A powerful statement connected to former President Goodluck Jonathan is creating serious reaction online among Peter Obi's supporters. And many Nigerians are now asking one major question: why are more respected political voices beginning to speak positively about Peter Obi ahead of 2027? Because what you are about to watch is making many supporters believe the political conversation in Nigeria is changing again. And before this video ends, I will explain why many young Nigerians believe Peter Obi is still one of the strongest political figures in the opposition movement today. If you support Peter Obi and want simple political analysis every day, subscribe now, like this video, and comment your opinion below and share.
Of course, Peter Obi is my younger brother. And I'll use this unique opportunity to encourage you in what you are doing. Nigeria, for us to move forward, we need unity. So many countries, when you talk about in the late 50s, early 60s, there was prediction that Nigeria and XYZ countries will be at par. I don't want to go into mentioning those names. And you normally ask yourself, why are we still where we are? This was predicted by intellectuals, not ordinary people. People who study the world and look at the world trends and predicted that Nigeria, Brazil, India, blah, 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 will be this. All those countries have left us. But we are still where we are. And we Nigerians must ask ourselves one question: why have we not been able to move with others? There is, in terms of tribal sentiment, racist sentiments, and so on, it's almost every nation. But the degree we have in Nigeria is very debilitating. It's what is pushing us backward. We have a country that we don't believe we belong into that country. Most of our leaders will say Nigeria is not a nation. We have different nationalities. It's a geographical expression, all kinds of terms. And I believe that the young people especially, if we must move forward, we must leave those sentiments aside. Every nation, every country, they have their own history. A Nigerian must see himself as a Nigerian. And we must see ourselves as one. And if I am the president, if the best person to hold a particular office is either from Enugu or from Ibadan or from Sokoto or from Yenagua or from Calabar, it doesn't matter. And until we get to that point, as a nation, we cannot move anywhere. We'll be putting square pegs in round holes and round pegs in square holes because of religious sentiments, tongue sentiments, tribal sentiments. And I believe that if by divine providence you win the election, your first responsibility is to unite Nigeria. Without unity, we cannot solve our security problems. Without unity, we cannot solve our economic problems. So if you unite Nigeria, that is the beginning of a new Nigeria and a revolution, development or otherwise, that will take place. I've been listening to comments from, of course, the political leaderships, and sometimes even our supporters do more damage than on our behalf. And I must commend you because your utterances so far have not shown any division. I must commend you on that, and just keep doing what is right, Because you are to be if you win, you'll be a president for the whole nation. You will not be a president for any group of people. So sometimes people complain about the media and social media supporters. But to you, nobody has made any negative reference about your vision for this country. So, my brothers, my sisters, thank you for coming. Maybe we'll have time for more elaborate conversation, but on behalf of my family, thank you sincerely for coming to pay us this courtesy call. It's a big honor, because you don't really need to come and see me. I'm just one individual. But you've now come to greet me. Of course, Peter Obi is my younger brother, and he's been quite, he's a friend, a younger friend. He showed that clearly. But he's a good man. That I can say that he's a good man. Thank you.
Now, Nigerians, let us talk honestly. Statements like this are the reason political tension is quietly growing ahead of 2027. Because when respected former leaders begin to speak positively about Peter Obi, many supporters see it as a sign that Obi's political influence is still very strong across the country. And let us be honest, many young Nigerians still believe Peter Obi represents a different style of leadership compared to traditional Nigeria politics. This is why every political movement around Obi creates strong reaction online. But here is where the political controversy become more interesting. Some opposition supporters now believe that if major political figures continue showing support for Peter Obi, it could completely change opposition politics before 2027. And this is why many people are watching the growing relationship between Obi supporters, Kwankwaso supporters, and other opposition groups very closely. Because many Nigerians are frustrated today. Cost of living is high, food prices continue rising, many young people are struggling daily. So whenever Nigerians hear political statements connected to Peter Obi, emotions rise quickly online. But here is the biggest question many people are asking now. If Peter Obi still has this level of supporters years after the last election, what could happen if the opposition becomes more united before 2027? That question alone is creating serious political discussions across Nigeria. And many supporters believe the political establishment is already noticing the growing energy behind Obi's movement again. That is why political conversations are becoming more intense every week. But before you leave this video, think about this carefully. Could 2027 become the election when young Nigerians finally reshape the political direction of the country? Because from what we are seeing online at political gatherings and among opposition supporters, the political atmosphere is already changing slowly. Do you believe Peter Obi can build a stronger political movement ahead of 2027? Drop your opinion in the comment section. And if you support simple Nigeria political analysis every day, subscribe and turn on notifications.